If you live in Southern Ontario, you must have received an Amber Alert on your phone on Monday, September 12th at 4:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that read, Peel Regional Police are investigating an active shooter, armed and dangerous. Suspect vehicle is stolen vehicle. If seen, do not approach. Call 911 immediately. Please monitor local media for further updates. This came on many different handsets throughout Southern Ontario, as it was an Amber Alert on TV as well as on our mobile handset. Well, what we found out shortly after is that we learned that a 48-year-old Toronto Constable Andrew Hong of Traffic Services, who served for 23 years, was shot dead. At the time, Constable Hong had been participating in a joint training exercise with officers from Peel Regional Police and York Regional Police. Constable Hong had stopped in an area of Argentia Road and Winston Churchill Boulevard at around 2:15 p.m. local time. While on lunch break, he was shot in an unprovoked and ambush attack and was pronounced dead at the scene. Constable Hong was a father of two, a husband, a brother, and a son. In the same incident, a second innocent victim suffered life-altering gunshot injuries and is currently being treated at a trauma center in the GTA. The shooting rampage continued by the same suspect in a second shooting incident in the town of Milton, where Halton police responded to a shooting behind MK Auto Repair Shop on Bronte Street South around 2:50 p.m. A man was pronounced dead on scene and two others were rushed to a trauma center with serious injuries. There are reports that Shakil Ahmed was the owner of MK Auto Repair in Milton and the shooter's boss. The suspect worked at the auto repair shop for a month about 4 months ago. The suspect fled the area in a black Jeep Cherokee, the license plate CLMZ905. Reports indicated the suspect vehicle was seen in the area of Appleby Line and Highway 407. Hamilton Police Chief Frank Bergen confirmed that the suspect in connection with the shootings was shot and pronounced dead in Hamilton Cemetery on York Street. Now, the Special Investigations Unit said it's investigating a shooting involving Halton Regional Police Officer at 4:30 p.m. on York Street in Hamilton. Hamilton Police also said the cemetery would be closed off for police investigations. Paramedics were called, but the man died at the scene. The SIU has assigned 7 investigators and 2 forensic investigators to the case. The incident is now the subject of an investigation by the Ontario Police Watchdog. Peel Police rescinded the active shooter alert around 5:30 p.m. and confirmed there's no threat to public safety. The Hamilton Police Chief also confirmed there was no outstanding suspects in the earlier shootings that took place in Mississauga and Milton. There's no information yet as to what motivated the shootings, and the gunman's identity has been reported as Sean Petrie. Please take a look at the joint press conference by the police chiefs.
We have 4 speakers. We have Chief Tanner from Halton Regional Police. I would like to advise that we are providing an update and we are not taking questions at this time. So I'd like to invite Chief Duriappa to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and appreciate your patience this evening. My role will be to provide an update on the sequence of events that have brought multiple jurisdictions together, and have the opportunity to introduce some of the other speakers this evening. Let me begin with the sequence of events. And succumbed to his injuries. In the same incident, a second innocent victim suffered life-altering gunshot injuries and is currently being treated at a trauma center in the GTA. Peel Regional Police officers immediately responded and received information that indicated that the armed suspect had fled the scene in a dark-colored Jeep Cherokee. Due to the exigent need for public safety, and was located in the city of Hamilton. And as a result of that interaction, the SIU has invoked their mandate. That extend our condolences to the families and the loved ones of all that have been affected in today's tragic events. And the officer who lost his life. With that, I would like to introduce Chief Jim Raymer for his comments.
Thank you, Chief Duriappa. It is with a profound sadness that I announce the death of Toronto Police Service Constable Andrew Hong of Traffic Services. Constable Hong is 48 years of age and is a 22-year veteran of the service. He was in Mississauga today participating in a joint training exercise with officers from Peel Regional Police and York Regional Police. The details of his murder are the subject of a Peel Regional Police investigation, and I am working closely with Chief Duriappa to determine what exactly happened to our officer. I can say that our preliminary information is that Constable Hong was shot at close range and died at the scene. Peel Regional Police have the full support of the Toronto Police Service with their investigation. Constable Hong is survived by his wife, 2 children, and his parents. I met with his family in their home this afternoon, along with John Reid of the Toronto Police Association, to confirm the death of Constable Hong, who was a husband, a father, and a son. I committed to his family that they will have the full support of the Toronto Police Service every day going forward. This is devastating news for his family and for all members of the Toronto Police Service and our entire policing community. We will lean on each other while we work to support Constable Hong's family and each other in our grief. I wish to thank our neighboring police services and the public around the province who have already offered their condolences and support to the Toronto Police Service. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Raymer. At this point, I'd like to introduce John Reid, the President of the Toronto Police Association, for his comments.
Thank you, Chief. It's with great sadness I speak with you today. Losing a member in the line of duty has rippling effects across our membership, across the broader policing community in our city. The TPA will work with the service to provide whatever support Andrew's family and friends, colleagues required during this process. Policing is an honorable profession. It's a heroic profession. Our members go to work each and every day in service to others, often putting themselves in harm's way. Today is a stark reminder of how this work will result in members paying the ultimate sacrifice. We all owe Andrew our respect and gratitude. Thank you.
At this point, I'd like to have Chief Stephen Tanner from Halton Regional Police provide short comments as to the Halton aspect.
Thank you, Nish, and thank you to our media partners and members being here on this extremely tragic day. Within less than an hour of the incident here at this location, the same suspect and vehicle appeared in the town of Milton. 3 individuals were shot at a business on Bronte Street in the town of Milton. 1 was declared deceased at the scene, 1 is in critical condition, and 1 in serious condition. And as Chief Duriappa, Chief Raymer, and John Reid said, our hearts are with the members and families of the Toronto Police Service and the friends and family of all of the victims from today's tragic situation. Our investigation is continuing. We'll certainly have further information in the not too distant future. Members of the Halton Regional Police Service did engage with the suspect later on this afternoon, and that is now a subject of a Special Investigations Unit investigation. And of course, as you know, we are unable to comment on that investigation. We'll look forward to the SIU's continued investigation and closure of that file, hopefully in the not too distant future. Thank you.